Have you ever sat in your own home, the one you built with years of love and sacrifice, and felt like a stranger? Have you ever spoken to your children only to realize they no longer hear you the way they once did? The warmth in their voices has faded. The respect that used to shine in their eyes has dimmed. And now, instead of looking up to you, they look past you. It's a painful feeling, isn't it? If you have ever felt this way, you are not alone. Many parents, after giving their whole lives to their children, reach a point where they wonder what happened. When did the love turn into indifference? Maybe they are too busy, caught up in their own lives. Maybe they think they no longer need you the way they once did. And maybe, just maybe, they don't realize how much their words and actions hurt you. So, what do? Do you get angry? Do you demand respect? Do you remind them of all you have done for them? No. Anger only pushes them further away. Begging for respect only makes you feel smaller. And reminding them of past sacrifices? That's a road that leads to frustration, not change. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck in this pain. There are ways to regain your dignity, to rebuild your sense of self, and to gently remind them of the respect you deserve without ever having to raise your voice or plead for it. The first thing you must understand is this: respect starts with you. The way you see yourself teaches others how to see you. If you walk around feeling like a burden, if you let their coldness dictate your self worth, they will mirror that energy. But if you hold yourself with quiet confidence, if you remind yourself that your value does not decrease just because someone fails to see it, everything starts to shift. Start by valuing your own time. Do you drop everything the moment they call, even if they rarely do? Do you sit by the phone, waiting for them to remember you exist? Do you make them the center of your world while you are just an afterthought in theirs? If so, it's time to make a change. Instead of waiting for them, start living for yourself. Reignite old passions. Reconnect with old friends. Pick up hobbies that bring you joy. Show them, without saying a word, that your life is full and meaningful, with or without their constant attention. When they see that you are not just waiting in the shadows for a crumb of their time, they will begin to respect you in a way they never did before. And here's something even more powerful: set gentle boundaries. You are not a servant in their lives, and you are certainly not a doormat. If they speak to you with impatience, if they brush off your words as if they don't matter, do not respond with anger. Instead, respond with calm strength. Let them know with grace that you will not engage in conversations where you are not treated with kindness. And then, this is important, stick to it. When you hold your when you hold yourself to a higher standard, they will too. You may be thinking, but what if they don't change? What if they continue to be distant, dismissive, or even disrespectful? That's the hardest part, isn't it? Accepting that no matter how much you love someone, you cannot control how they treat you. But here's the truth: you don't need their validation to be whole. You don't need their approval to be worthy. What you do need is to show yourself the love and respect that they sometimes forget to give. Because when you do that, when you stand tall in your own worth, something remarkable happens. People start to see you differently. And even if they don't, you will see yourself differently. And that is the most powerful transformation of all. Now, let's take this even further. When your children don't respect you, it's easy to feel powerless. as if the best years of your life were given away to people who have now forgotten your worth. But here's something most parents don't realize: respect isn't demanded, it's inspired. And the way to inspire respect isn't through anger or lectures, it's through action. One of the most powerful things you can do is create distance, not in a way that is cold or punishing, but in a way that reclaims your energy. When someone doesn't appreciate your presence, sometimes the best thing you can do is give them the gift of your absence. Not in a dramatic way, not in a way that says, "Look at me, I am pulling away," but in a quiet, confident way that communicates, "My time is valuable and I choose to spend it with people who appreciate me." Instead of always being available, always saying yes, always bending over backward for them, take a step back. Let them feel the space you leave behind. Let them notice the absence of your constant support. And when they do reach out, don't rush to fill that space again. Meet them at your own pace, on your own terms. This is not about punishing them, it's about shifting the dynamic. When you stop overgiving, when you stop making them the center of your world, they begin to see you differently. They start to recognize the role you play in their lives, and more importantly, they start to miss what they once took for granted. But what if they don't? What if they continue to be indifferent, even as you pull away? That's where something even more powerful comes in: building a life outside of them. Think about this. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? Not for your children, not for your grandchildren, not for anyone else, just for you. Maybe you used to love painting, but you put your brushes away years ago because life got too busy. Maybe you always wanted to learn a new language, travel to new places, or join a book club, but you never found the time. Well, now is the time. Now is the moment to rediscover you. When your children see you living fully, laughing, learning, embracing new experiences, they begin to respect you in a new way. Because suddenly, you are not just their parent, you are a person, an individual with passions, dreams, and a life that extends beyond them, and that is powerful. Think of it this way: people respect what they see as valuable. If you act like someone whose only purpose is to wait around for them, they will treat you accordingly. But if they see you as someone who is vibrant, independent, and engaged with life, their perspective shifts. They begin to admire you, not just as a parent, but as a person. And here's something else: when you fill your life with meaning, when you pour energy into your own happiness, you no longer need their validation the way you once did. And ironically, that's often when they start to give it. There's a saying that goes, when you stop chasing, you start attracting. This applies to relationships, even between parents and children. When you stop chasing their respect, when you stop bending and breaking yourself just to please them, they start to look at you differently. They begin to realize that you are not just someone who is there to serve them. You are someone they are lucky to have in their lives. But let's go even deeper. Respect is not just about how others treat you, it's about how you allow yourself to be treated. If your children speak to you with impatience or dismiss your feelings and you say nothing, you are silently teaching them that it's acceptable. But if you calmly and firmly set boundaries, you send a different message. I deserve kindness. I deserve respect. And I will not accept anything less. This doesn't mean you need to argue or fight for their attention. It simply means that you don't engage. That when they are disrespectful, you don't agree. If they call and speak harshly, you can say, I'd love to talk when we can have a kind conversation. Let's try again later. And then, this is important. You must follow through. If they raise their voice, you do not raise yours. If they ignore you, you do not chase them. You step back and let them realize that your presence is a privilege, not something to be taken for granted. At first, they may not notice. They may even become frustrated. But over time, they will start to see the difference. They will realize that you are no longer someone they can treat carelessly. And when that happens, their behavior will begin to shift. But even if it doesn't, even if they never change, this practice will change you. Because when you respect yourself, something powerful happens. You stop needing their approval. You stop feeling like your happiness depends on their actions. You stop measuring your worth by how much attention they give you. Instead, you start living for yourself. Maybe that means spending more time with people who truly appreciate you, friends, neighbors, or even new connections you make along the way. Maybe it means traveling to places you have always wanted to see, or learning something new just because it excites you. Maybe it simply means waking up each morning and knowing that your value does not depend on anyone else's behavior. And here's the beautiful part: when you shift your focus from trying to earn their respect to living with self respect, you become a magnet for the kind of love and appreciation you deserve. Some of it may come from your children, some of it may come from unexpected places, but most importantly, it will come from within. Because at the end of the day, the greatest respect you can ever receive is the one you give to yourself. Now, let's bring this all together. If there is one thing you take away from this, let it be this: you are not powerless. No matter how your children treat you, no matter how much respect they withhold, you have the ability to reclaim your dignity, your happiness, and your sense of self. It all starts with shifting your focus. Instead of waiting for them to change, change yourself. Not who you are, but how you see yourself, how you spend your time, and how you allow others to treat you. When you do that, everything else begins to fall into place. Start by valuing your own time and energy. Stop waiting by the phone. Stop rearranging your life to fit into theirs. And start filling your days with things that bring you joy. Whether it's a hobby, a new adventure, or simply surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, make yourself the priority. Then set boundaries, not with anger, not with resentment, but with quiet confidence. If they speak to you in a way that is unkind, step back. If they take you for granted, give them space to feel your absence. Teach them, without words, that respect is not something they can ignore until it's convenient for them. And most importantly, respect yourself. When you do, you'll find that the pain of their indifference begins to lose its grip on you. You will stop feeling desperate for their attention, and you will realize that your worth was never tied to their behavior in the first place. Here's the truth: some children will recognize the shift and change for the better, others may not. But either way, you will have changed. You will have reclaimed your power, and you will have proven, most importantly to yourself, that your happiness, your peace, and your self respect do not depend on anyone else's actions. So, as you step forward from here, hold your head high. Know that you are valuable, you are worthy, and you deserve to be treated with kindness and love. But most of all, you know that the greatest love, the deepest respect, and the most unwavering support will always come from the one person who will never leave your side. and that is yourself. Here's to living with strength, with dignity, and with the unshakable knowledge that you are enough, just as you are. See you in the next video.